The city of Indianapolis is in the midst of a major debate. Should we or should we not equip all police officers with body cameras, and to complicate things even more, how to pay for it?
And today there's a special hearing on that issue at the State House. Our Naomi Peskovitz has a look at what's on the agenda.
An important topic in Indianapolis the last few months has been body cameras, whether police should have them and what kind of use they can provide for the police officers and the community. Today we're joined by the Deputy Director of the Department of Public Safety, Mr. Roach. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
One of the most important parts of this is the funding. Where are we in that process?
Right now we've asked the City County Council for $250,000 in our 2016 budget. And right now we're in the process of requests for bids, and we're writing those specs to determine how best to use that $250,000.
We're speaking with you today in part because there's a committee hearing later on this morning at the State House. You guys will be there to talk about whether it's a good idea or not and how much funding there is. From what I understand, a lot of the funding goes into storing the data.
It does, and that's a concern of ours, because it's not just purchasing the cameras and the equipment for the officer, but it's also how do you store the data. What we're hoping to get is an understanding of what it is we need to store, how long we need to store that, and then there's a process called redaction where we're really concerned about the public's privacy, as they are, and what things do you keep out. We'll have victims and witnesses and suspects and third parties captured in this camera. How much of that information do you keep and what do you get rid of? And that's a concern of ours, because it is costly.
And what do you tell folks out there who maybe are hesitant in either direction about the process?
I think body cameras are a benefit to both us as the public. I think there is a clear understanding from the public that they want some accountability on their police officers, and we want to be accountable to the public. I also think there's an opportunity there for us to review officers how they interact with the public, and there's some training opportunities there, and there's also some there's a greater ability for convictions there, and also to be more transparent to the public by showing them exactly what occurred and what an officer is seeing.
All right, well, thank you so much for your information today. I know you guys have a busy day ahead, and of course stay with us here on Channel 13 for all the updates on that hearing later this morning.